Hi there, this is Danielle. I had a request for a tutorial on how to make some rep cards. So I'm going to show you how I just kind of on my own came up with this design and how I added all of these different elements. So the first thing is you'll need to figure out which size of cards you're going to make. I was in WHCC and I decided that I wanted to make 4" by 5.5" cards. So in Elements, I'm using Element 7. I have not upgraded yet. And just go to New, create a blank file, and you'll want to make sure that you enter the correct dimensions. Make sure you select inches first. So the width is 4, the height is 5.5, 5 by 5.5, or you can go the other way. Mine are horizontal. So I'll need 5 by 5 here and 4 here. And I do RGB color, 300 resolution, transparent in the back is fine. And you can give it a name. I don't need to because I know what I'm doing already. Actually, I already made these. So the first thing that you do is you need to get your image and you actually need to drag it onto the card. So we'll do that. Okay, and you'll notice that, actually, there we go, make sure it's right there. There's a little bit of a crop, so I have to decide kind of where I want that to be. So just drag it over a little bit till I like it, and that looks good. It looks about like what I had in the other one. Okay, so now I have my image. And now I want to add some of those elements that I had to the other one. So just to kind of show you again, excuse me, here's the other one. So I added along the bottom this this kind of stripe, and this is actually a digital paper from Sassy Designs. She has so many awesome things, and she has sales all the time. She has a $1 sale right now for like practically everything's $1, which is a total steal. So it's sassy-designs.net, and then you click on her shop, and she's got tons of great stuff. So I have a lot of her digital papers actually, and so what you can do is create with this little rectangle tool down here. Basically, you're going to just create what it is that you are wanting at the bottom. So, oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm going to actually drag this up now and out of the way. And you'll see that there's still some overlap. I could even do it just a little bit more if I wanted to. And then I can make this a little bit bigger if I wanted to, like about there. And so then what you can do is you can do a clipping mask. And if you don't know how to do clipping mask, it's one of the things that you really do need to learn. And it's really actually very easy to do once you do learn how to do it. So I want something to be where this rectangle is. I want one of my digital papers to be there. So I'm going to get one of my digital papers. Pardon me. Coming down with like a cold or a cough or something right when I'm doing this. And I'm going to drag it so it's big enough to cover the area of that rectangle. Don't worry about anything else. And then I'm going to press Control and then G. And what that does is it places whatever is above the shape onto the shape. And so I can drag it around and I can do all kinds of stuff, and that's where it's going to stay, which is just awesome. I love clipping masks. I'm in love with them. So that's how you get that. Then I'm going to actually drag this up even just a little bit more. And I can actually go, now that we're kind of sizing, yeah, I can size it down a little bit. I like that better. So you can kind of play with it. Do what you need to do. Make it your own. Okay, and then let's say I want this to be a little bit bigger now. Oh yeah, I resized that. I want this to be bigger. So I click on my shape, and if I drag my shape up, oh, look at that. How cool is that? So now we're starting to get the same look of that other one that I was working on, right? Okay, so then the next thing is, let's work on the bars that I made right here. And again, that's actually just the same kind of shape element that I did, believe it or not, with the rectangle tool. I love my little rectangle tool. It's pretty useful. So we're going to go back to this one that we're working on. And so this one you can get by, here's my rectangle tool, and I'm just going to create a thin rectangle. It's going to go across here. And again, I can use my little guy, my little arrow right here. I can like drag it to about there. Okay. Now I don't want it to be white. I want it to be a different color. So what you can do is double click on the shape, and then you can, you know, select a color, or I know what my branding colors are, so I actually just can do that. How easy is that? Now if I want to make sure that I have the other one at the same thickness or width or whatever, the easiest thing to do is to actually click on this and then right click and duplicate the layer. And then, so there's a copy of this now, and it's the same thickness. And then what I can do is actually rotate it this way, and it's hard to visually get this exactly perfectly straight, but I don't know if you've ever noticed, here's this little rotation tool up here, and so you want it at -90 or 90, either way, it doesn't really matter for this particular one, but you want it at 90 degrees, you want to rotate it 90 degrees. And so then I'm going to place it over here, okay? And so it doesn't matter that it's dragged off the sides, that nobody's going to see that, doesn't matter. So there's that part. Now, I want the dark, the black that was behind here. So again, hello rectangle tool. Probably you're getting the hang of this by now. And I'm going to actually want it to be behind this shape, and I also want it to be behind this shape. So I'm going to click on this because when I insert something, it'll place it above, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. This is where learning about layers comes in really handy. So I had clicked on here, I did my rectangle, and I placed it above that, which is perfect because this means that it's underneath this layer right here, and it's also underneath the other shapes because you want this to be on top in this case. And again, if you want to change the color, you just double click on it, and I just drag it all the way to the corner, and there's black. So there you go. And then it's really easy from here to, add text. So blah blah. Now notice that you can't see any of my text. It's not because I'm not typing, it's because this layer is underneath here. So I need to make sure that it is above it. There it is. Blah. I can also add my logo, and so I have a PSD file that I just keep open like all the time of my logo. And so here it is, and I'll need to rotate it. So again, this is helpful to know how to use the little rotation dealy bopper at the top, because see, you can tell it's not straight. So -90. Oh yay, it's straight. Fabulous. Okay, and then just place it up here like so. Now I can make it smaller, or I can make this bigger. So let's say I want to make this bigger. I just drag this puppy over, click on this, drag that over. Good to go. Make this bigger. So this is really just kind of like a fun, I don't know, I enjoy using the layer masks and the clipping masks and stuff, like I said. So there we go. That's how you make that. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. My website is www.daniellebaileyphotography.com, and my Facebook page is facebook.com/Danielle Bailey Photography. If you would like some more tutorials on stuff like this, I'm happy to help. I'm not like a super duper expert, but I kind of know my way around, especially in Elements, for those of you who are Elements users like me. So give me a holler and let me know what you'd like to see. Thanks.